This is actually the second Wednesday in a row where my Wildcard Wednesday video is where I'm talking about my thoughts on racing. Yeah. Last time I did this, I sounded off on NASCAR. But you know what? I'm going to give you all my thoughts on Sunday's racing action. So you got 3 races on Sunday. Monaco, Indy 500, Coca-Cola 600. Great! Triple threat racing. I am ready! And you know what? I think I'm ready to give my thoughts on this. And I think I'm going to echo the message of NASCAR fans. And I'll get to that later. But right now, let's start with the Monaco Grand Prix. I nearly made it, so I'm not going to dwell on this topic too much. Long story short, from what I read on headlines on Sunday, Daniel Ricciardo got screwed out of a win, and Lewis Hamilton won. So let's give Lewis Hamilton props for winning and applaud him. Okay, let's congratulate him on that win. Good. Well, how about we go to the Indy 500? Oh, man. That was awesome. Just amazing racing. You had battles for the lead, battles for positions. I could go on about all that went on at Indy. It was great. It was amazing. And Alexander Rossi won. First try, rookie driver. Damn. That was a fuel game, and I loved it. Every single second of it. And all I'm like is, NASCAR, please stop it. No, please add to the excitement of the weekend. I was in for a letdown, and I had no idea. Where do I begin? Just where do I begin with this? Well, for starts, there was hardly any, I mean, hardly, no, check that, there wasn't even a pass for the lead under green flag conditions without green flag stops cycling through. Problem number 1. Problem number 2. One driver dominated, just absolutely obliterated the field. I'm like, oh my god, this is boring. It doesn't even stop there. I was expecting 3-wide racing. I was expecting side-by-side fights for the lead. I was expecting a whole racing package. Letdown. Major letdown. You know, I would think that the Coca-Cola 600, being one of NASCAR's crown jewel events, crown jewel, keep that in mind. You would think the drivers would actually have a little more, put more effort into winning the race. No. One team routes the field, and everyone else is just scratching their head like, what did I just watch? And here I'm just like, it's simple and straightforward. This was the worst race to watch as a NASCAR fan. Oh yeah, I'm going there. I normally don't sound off on NASCAR for this, but when the package how do I want to put this? All right, you got fans, and we have high expectations. I'm coming off of watching the Indy race, so I'm expecting a super action-packed, high-octane, huge mega fight, 600 miles of remembrance, salute the troops, all-out racing. Well, no. Just no. There were a couple of times where I was hopeful we were going to get a caution in the closing segments, so that way we could actually have an attempt to win. But, actually, an attempt to have a fight for the lead, I was wrong. I was wrong. Twice I was wrong. It was just bad. Let me just put it this way. 100 miles, Martin Truex Jr. leads. 200 miles, Martin Truex Jr. leads. At the end of 300 miles, Martin Truex Jr. leads. Are you seeing the pattern here? Do you see what's wrong with this picture? 400 miles, Martin Truex Jr. leads. Oh no, this isn't what I was expecting. Get to the end of 500 miles, maybe. Nope. Same damn story as it was in the past 400 miles. Martin Truex Jr. leads. Go to the end of the race. Let's just end it. Please, for the love of God, just end it. Martin Truex Jr. wins. In dominating fashion. Let me go over the schematics of this. He led 392 laps. That equates to 588 miles. Yeah. It was that bad. I could be wrong, but 588 miles? Oh my gosh. Why? Just why? All I was asking for was a nice, well-rounded package of racing on the track. The product on the track did not meet my expectations. And I'm coming off of Indy. Keep that in mind. I'm not going to compare apples to apples. But you know what? I'm going to compare apples to apples this time. Indy 500. You got racing for the lead. You got drama. You got suspense. And you had me wondering, oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen next? And I was just like, and there were 2 times I was like, oh my gosh, that blows. Juan Montoya hits the wall. I was just like, wow, that happened. Sage Karam hits the wall. And you know what? I said this on Facebook. I was like, and it was in all caps. It was like, car on the wall, it's, and then I was like, I said something, and then I was like, oh, Richard Rawlings is not going to be happy about this. It was just, oh man. I guess someone didn't tell them that green does not work well on race cars. Now, oh well. But you had a whole well-rounded package of racing in Indy. Let me explain this. Side-by-side racing. You got battles for the lead, battles for positions, so on and so forth. Yeah, there wasn't much of that in NASCAR. In the NASCARs. Anytime the lead was given away, it was always on green flag pit stop cycles. That's not fun. That is boring. There were hardly any crashes that I can talk about. Topped off, just not even pleasant to watch. And you know what? I regret not turning the TV off. No, I regret not recording the Coca-Cola 600 for my NASCAR 14 Let's Play. It was that bad. I regret every single second of that. And here, I thought NASCAR was going to top off and put the weekend up for the most exciting weekend of them all. Me and a whole bunch of NASCAR fans were let down. Hard. I don't know what NASCAR did to those cars, but they didn't work. The changes did not work. It's like, okay, I get it. According to the conspiracy, according to people who say, oh, NASCAR rigged it so Kyle Busch would win the championship. You know what? I don't think they did. But I will tell you that Toyota's had a huge advantage just this season. Let me go over this. Okay, you got Denny Hamlin winning the Daytona 500. You got, then it goes to Kyle Busch winning at Texas, and then it goes on to Kyle Busch winning at Martinsville, and you're just like, uh-oh, here we go. So the Toyotas have had a power advantage, I guess. That's what people who say NASCAR is rigged are saying. So NASCAR decides to, quote-unquote, level the playing field. Level the playing field. Well, those playing field levelers did not work. Because one team showed up, dominated, and obliterated this whole weekend. I hope whatever NASCAR did, they don't do again. Because that was the worst product of racing I'd ever seen. And you know what? This would rank up there with Michigan 2015. I'm not even kidding. Okay, let me point something out. The 2015 Michigan race, they were testing out the high drag package. Well, that didn't work. It didn't work out so well. That's not the first time they tested out that high-end drag package. The drag package was actually brought to Indianapolis. Oh, boy. Maybe next year. Maybe next year we'll see some excitement from the Coca-Cola 600. And maybe I'll get to watch all three races and give my full thoughts on all three. But I cannot give you my thoughts on Monaco until I watch it. I can tell you, I loved the Indianapolis 500. 10 out of 10, would watch again. Would recommend watching it over and over again, just for memory's sake. Just be like, yeah, I watched that race on TV. Yeah, I was there live. It was amazing. It was great. I'm one of the people who can safely say I was among the people who watched the 100th running of the Indianapolis 500. Sure, I didn't go to it in person. I would love to. But let me just put it this way. The Coca-Cola 600 let us down. I'm going to have to give that race a 2 out of 10, I guess. I have no idea. If I could tell you, underneath, if I could just go and find all the bad races that I've watched and put them together in a top 10 list, the 2016 Coca-Cola 600 would be right there in that list. It was just awful. It was bad. It was terrible. Ugh. Just, no. Can we get NASCAR? Please, hear me out here. I appreciate what you tried to do there. Tried to improve the package. But those attempted improvements, well, yeah, those improvements, as we're going to call them, did not work. Those quote-unquote improvements did not work. I'm sorry, you gotta go back to the original package that you had at the beginning of the race, of the season. Because if we have another race like this again, we are seriously going to have a major NASCAR fan sound off. And this is not going to end well. Also, check out the RTA because unions in racing don't work. You got drivers who have ideas. You got your ideas. And it's just not working. Please. Just please. Shackle the RTA and let's go racing for real. Let's go put 43 cars back on the racetrack. Let's go have side-by-side battles. Let's do everything we want. Let's have what we want to do. Because, let's be honest, I'm not complaining about the 40 cars, but I miss the other 3. I miss having a 43 car field. That's all there's to it. Yeah, that's my thoughts on the Memorial Day racing weekend. Triple threat of racing. F1, can't tell you about it. IndyCar, 10 out of 10. Would watch again. Just for memory's sake. Coca-Cola 600? No. No. Would not watch. Never, ever watch it. Sure, it's going to go down in history as unbelievable for all the wrong reasons. Truex Jr. dominates. He leads the most miles. He leads the most laps. No other team can catch him. It's like, please, someone, please, anyone, catch the guy! Just... That's pretty much it. All I wanted was a good day of action, and the one race delivered. I don't know how Monaco held up. I don't know how Monaco held up because I didn't watch Monaco. And I'm sorry I bring that up multiple times, but from what I heard, it started from wet to dry, and Lewis Hamilton won. Daniel Ricciardo got screwed out of a win. That's all I can tell you. That's not enough information for me to go off of. I need to watch the race on TV to tell you guys my full thoughts on it. Indy 500, Coca-Cola 600, I could give you my views on that, my opinions on that, because I watched those races the full way through. Alright, well, that's all the time I got for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys crash the subscribe button, and it means a lot to me. And if you're a member of the U.S. Army, Navy, Coast Guard, Air Force, National Guard, Marines, SEALs, you know what? I salute you guys. Peace out, Moocher Crew, and I'll see you in my next video.